Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to go ahead and finally set up the last part of my budget setup, which is basically my 2022 yearly budget. I'm gonna go ahead and set it up over here. If you guys haven't seen my 2021 budget closeout, I'll leave it up in the link card above. However, I'm gonna go ahead and take all this information that I added up and transfer some of the bits and pieces that I actually enjoyed from this, so I can just see how 2022 looks when the year's over, and it's just, you know, match the two, how one year differed from the other. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my stickers and I'm gonna go ahead and just take them out. So 2022 budget. Then I'm gonna want this washi, and then I think I have some small washi back here. There we go. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start setting it up. Now, the reason why I like this is because I just like to see how much, you know, I spend on these categories. Now, since this is a new planner, this thing is all lopsided, you guys. I need to fill this puppy up. You know, once you're used to having such a filled up planner, you know, an empty one feels all kinds of weird. But anywho, new year, new budget. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and take the 2022. So, main source of income, and I'm gonna go ahead and just like zoom you guys in, is erikalifevlogs, which is my sticker shop. You guys have been so awesome. My shop has grown again this year, and it just blows my mind. It just blows my mind of how much support you guys show me. The next one that I do use, and I'm not sure how this is going to work out in the near future, but it is the salary that I get from workers' comp. I don't know if I'll go back to work. Who knows? I don't know. So I'm just going to have it there. I don't know if I'll quit. And don't know anything, you know? Just depends how everything goes. And then after that, we have YouTube and affiliates. So I'm going to put YouTube is one on its own because that's a standalone income. And then affiliate is another nice income, like what people call pocket change. So that is really nice to always have, especially on days where I feel like I might be short on something. You know, it always gives me a nice boost. So those are the incomes I'm expecting to have for the year of 2022. Who knows? I might win the lottery. Anything is possible, baby. Anything is possible. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is break this off. Do I want to break it off? No, let's not break it off just yet. I never know if all my bills will fit. But I'm going to go ahead and put my bills here, expenses that I want to account for, just to have a look. Not everything, because for that I have my monthly budgets that will include everything. But I do want to go ahead and include just the basic necessities. I don't have any more debt stuff on there, but I do want to see how like my basic necessities of living costs go for the entire year of 2022. Rent is one of them, because it just motivates me to be like, I want to be a homeowner, because I just give all this money away to people and I still don't own anything. I'm allowed to live here, but I don't own it, you know? So I'm gonna go ahead and put rent here as something I want to track. Phone bill, of course, I hope phone bill still stays the same. It's been a nice solid little lover of mine. Health benefits, of course, because this is always increasing and I never know how this will go. Natural gas, of course. And a new one that I have on here is electricity, because I will be taking care of that from now on. And then, of course, renter's insurance, and then car insurance. And then something I do want to note down is internet. I do want to know how much I do pay for internet, because that's a whole separate bill on its own. So yeah, those are all the bills and expenses that I want to, as a whole, just track how they vary for the entire year. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there. I'm going to go ahead and make my lines. Now, for rent, like I said, it will go up, or it might. Let's just say might. Let's hope it's a no. In February, just to account for that, maybe, possibly, I'm going to do 14 by 12. So about $16,800 probably go towards rent. My phone hasn't changed in a while, so about 684 is what I'm estimating, the same as always. I did get my health benefits bill this year for January, and it was about 138. And let me actually look up the exact cost, like that I know exactly what I could estimate for the year. 138.82 was what I was charged for the month of January. So I'm guessing that is my new plan, and if I do that by 12, I'm looking about $1,600 for health insurance. Now, as you guys saw from my previous 2021 budget closeout, it looked like there was a shift in May for that. So I don't know how that's gonna go, but I'm gonna leave it as that. Natural gas has always been around $10, so I'm gonna estimate about 120 bucks for natural gas. This is different from my previous one because this I haven't moved. I'm not planning on moving. Let's hope not. And electricity is kind of finicky because I never know how it'll go, but I'm gonna say about $1,200 is what I'm gonna estimate for electricity. Renter's insurance, I'm hoping I don't pay more than $160 for the entire month. And then car insurance, because this would be an annual plan with AAA. And then for car insurance, it has stayed at $133.90. It might change in May since that's when the policy ends, but I'm hoping it's not more than that. So in that case, I'll do $140 and then I'll do the times 12. So I'm hoping car insurance does not exceed that. I know a lot of people tell me about my car insurance and stuff, but I'm like, let it be. It is what it is. This is the cheapest I've actually found it for me in the area that I live, and for whatever reason. So just whatever. Anywho, for internet, I am on a promotion, so I don't even know what to think about it. So I'm just gonna estimate internet is gonna cost me about $960 the entire year. We're just gonna leave it as is. So if I add that all up, I'm estimating for just basic necessities to cost me a total of $23,000. And boy, is that a lot. About a ballpark of $23,269.84 is what this little area might look like for me. Now, that is just like a living cost. This doesn't include like what my food and transportation might look like. So this is where this category goes on. And the categories that I do want to add on here are my usual: groceries, gasoline, spending, and the other one that I want to do is track Bean, since she is a monthly cost that I need to watch out for. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down. Now, I don't put an unbudgeted area here because at the end of the year, as you guys saw for 2021, I clumped it with spending because that is usually where the spending unbudgeted stuff happens, in that area. Rarely is it like medical. I mean, it was last year, but mainly it was spending habits. So for groceries, I am estimating it to be a cost of about, actually, let me look at my emergency fund. Sorry, let me zoom you guys out a bit, because that's where I really kind of just lay everything down. So for groceries, about $150 is what I'm estimating to cost me for groceries in that area every month. So 150 times 12. I'm looking at about a $1,800 expense. Last year it was what, like $3,400, and that was based on 2 people. Gasoline, like I said, I did want to have that at 100, and we do that by 12. It was a $1,200 expense. And then for spending, like I said, if I look over here at my emergency fund, I'm putting spending like at $320 a month. So if I do $320 a month times 12, it looks like about $3,800, which looks like a lot less than what it was this year, because this year I capped at almost $5,400. So let's do $3,800. And I think what I budgeted out last year was $3,000, but I guess I'm bumping it up now at $3,840. And like I said, that can vary significantly in my budget. Now, being, like I said, I usually estimate $66 a month for her, and that's like about $792 for the entire year. That kind of can vary between vet appointments, shots, and all that stuff. So I am gonna leave it at a solid, I'm gonna do it a solid $800 for her. Is what I would spend on my pet. So that is how this area will look like, that I will reflect back back when I figure out how my year went. Now the next one is sinking funds. Now I do have a whole set for sinking funds now, but the only one that I want to track, which I think is the most necessary for me, is medical and cart maintenance. So I'm gonna put medical and cart maintenance, because these are the ones that are the most varied in that aspect, and these are the ones that I truly care, because those are the ones that I keep every year and that I have to adjust constantly to ensure that, you know, I'm covering these scenarios in my life. So for my sinking funds, I think I said like $500. However, when I ended the year, I think it was about $300 for cart maintenance, and this ended up being like about 1,000 something. However, based on my sinking funds, and this is just how my life goes back and forth in this planner. If I go based on my sinking funds, for my cart maintenance, I'm deciding to cap it at 5 and medical appointments at 700. So that's exactly what I'm gonna mark these categories with. So medical appointments is gonna be $700. I'm capping it, and then for cart maintenance is 500. Now let me make my lines here and here. Now, the last category that I have on here is savings and investments. For that alone, I don't think I'm doing much based on how my year went in 2021. I think the only one I want to concentrate is my SEP IRA, which is my self-employment one, and I do want to cap it at, I think it's $6,000 that I'm allowed to cap it at as an employee, and then as an employer I think it's like $30,000, but I'm just trying to cap it at $6,000, I think. So I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Last year I did not reach that goal. I think I did $4,900, but I was close enough. I was close enough. And then that's the only one I really want to concentrate. However, there's always a possibility of bumping up my emergency fund, because that's always, you know, a possibility. And the last one would be a house fund, because I don't want to pay rent. I want to pay a mortgage, but I can't get a mortgage. I cannot afford a mortgage, you guys. I was looking at, you know, houses and condos here, and well, condos are running about like $500,000 and up, and houses are like worth $900,000 and $1 million basically. Yeah, so it's not looking very possible. And even if I did, the mortgages would be like about $2,400, which is something like I just know I cannot afford unless like I get like 2 jobs plus whatever I'm doing now. Ooh. Come on. Calm down, exposure. So for my emergency fund, if I wanted to reach like a 6-month emergency, I think it would be about like another $6,000. I really want to concentrate. And then my house one, I would be okay if I just threw $2,000 at it and just, you know, have something there. I am thinking about doing a car fund, but since I just paid mine off, we're not gonna think about that just yet. But I really want a Jeep truck, you guys. Oh man, someone talked me out of it. I mean, I always do, but who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want a car? I don't even know why Jeep truck, to be honest. It's just I want it. But anywho, for cash envelopes, I'm hoping to spend a total of $7,640 for the total year of 2022. For these two categories that I care about the most, $1,200. And then a savings goal that I would have would be $14,000. Which anything is possible. So if I wanted that to happen, I would have to make a total of, oh, that's not even bad. It's even less than last year, $46,109.84 base to cover everything that I want to do, which is more than possible because last year, everything that was consumed was 50 grand. So if I could consume last year about 50 grand, 46 grand should be more than doable. Anyhow, that is how my 2022 budget recap overview looks like. Hopefully I can tackle these goals by sticking to my budget and prioritizing all of this. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye, you guys.